Well, on the line now, I have Nathan McGovern, who's from the campaign group Animal Rising, which is in talks with the charity RSPCA to rehome the cow that they have now named Beau. Nathan, I'm sure, first of all, a lot of people will be anxious to know, how is the cow doing now?
So as far as we're aware, the cow is on the mend. She's received veterinary care and is getting better. But we're really at a decision point now. It's where does the public want Beau to go? Do we want Beau to live her life happily in a sanctuary with acres of space, a family of other cows to, make into her family, her friends? Or do we want Beau to end up in a slaughterhouse? And I think I know where most of the British public lies on that question.
So you talk about this sanctuary. How many of these are around? I mean, I would imagine that places in such a sanctuary are in short supply.
Yeah, indeed they are. I think sanctuaries are the really unsung heroes of the animal welfare movement. These are people who day in, day out are caring for injured, sick animals who may have been abandoned, may have been left. But the sanctuary that we're working with to give Beau a new home is called The Retreat. It's over in Kent. As I said, they've got a family of 18 cows just raring to welcome Beau in, acres of space. And I think you can probably agree that that is where Beau should be living the rest of her natural life.
Do you think, I'm getting lots of texts that are coming in here saying, hang on a minute, this is one cow and we're getting a little bit carried away here. So this is from Richard in Peacehaven. He says, we eat cows. All these soppy folks moaning and groaning need to get a grip. What do you think of that?
Well, what I'd say is that this incident has really shone a spotlight on who we are as a nation. The British people is a country of animal lovers. When we see animals hurt and distressed, like we saw the horrific footage on Saturday, none of us can help but feel empathy, sympathy and compassion for that animal. And I think maybe we need to look at ourselves and think, is this where we need to move as a society? Do we need to move away from farming animals totally?
It's interesting as well because we can judge how the incident was handled, but we're not the ones having to deal with it. And of course, as a farmer looking on said, actually, that was exactly the way that it should have been handled. You've got to make decisions very quickly. You've got to protect the animal. You've got to protect the public as well.
I completely empathise with that. But if you look at the footage, Beau is not causing danger to anyone. She's a 10-month-old calf. She's a baby. She's wandering there. And if you visit any sanctuaries, if anyone wants to go and visit the retreat over in Kent, you'll be able to see how docile, how kind, how gentle cows are when you treat them with kindness, when you treat them with love, rather than scaring them and running them over not only once, but twice.
So from now onwards, actually, this means that life for Beau is going to probably get an awful lot better. Well,
you say that, but right now she's on a farm. The average lifespan of a heifer, is, 2 to 5 years on a farm, but their natural life could be up to 20 years. And we're really at a crossroads where the public needs to make their voices heard. You can head over to savebow.org and sign our petition to show your support for her to end up in a sanctuary rather than a slaughterhouse.
Well, thank you so much for joining us on the programme.